Welcome to Fragrance Facts. My name is Marcus. I test and wear a whole bunch of different fragrances to tell you how they are. This review is on a release by Zoologist, and this one is called Harvest Mouse. It is a 2023 release classified as a woody aromatic. It's an Extrait de Parfum concentration. It's composed by Luca Maffei, and like all Zoologist releases, this is a 60 milliliter bottle size. Now this version here is the special edition limited quantity release of Harvest Mouse. So what this means is that once in a while, Zoologist makes a decision to make a special edition limited quantity release out to the public of a fragrance. And in the case for this year, they decided to do it with Harvest Mouse. So what's different? So the cap here is going to be different with the sticker on the bottle. And when you purchase it, you're going to have a different box color as well as the sleeve art that's a bit more artistic. So this is what it looks like if you're getting one of these special editions that are still lying around. And if not, guys, it's not the end of the world, because you can still get Harvest Mouse in the original packaging that we are accustomed to from the Zoologist brand. And the scent is the same, performance is the same, so everything I will describe to you in this video about this fragrance will be the exact same. Just a quick critique on my behalf is I really like the past special edition bottle versions more. I found there was a bit more uniqueness to them. It made me feel like it was more of a limited edition. As in this one, it was just like the cap and the sticker, so it was a bit more let down. But anyways, let's cross our fingers and hope that don't get back to those older releases that were a bit more unique in these special edition limited bottle releases. So we'll let them go for this one, and hopefully everything gets back to normal for the next ones. Now what matters, of course, is the scent, and let's talk about the main highlighted notes. So the main dominating note in this fragrance is vanilla, and I'm gonna have to put into brackets with the vanilla here, tonka bean and sandalwood. So the vanilla here is going to be sweet, it's going to be syrupy, it's going to be creamy, but it's going to have all these different aspects due to the tonka bean and the sandalwood. The second main highlighted note in here is going to be resinous amber, that's sweet, as well as resinous benzoin, that's vanillic. So again here, the vanillic benzoin amplifying the vanilla aspects to this fragrance. And you're going to get a few secondary notes such as tobacco, Davana, hay, and some spicy notes. I will now describe the three main fragrance stages of Harvest Mouse to give you a better understanding of the smelling experience. So in the top, off the initial spray on your skin, you're gonna get this tart citrus bergamot with some sweet, rich, deep, dark, honey-like flowered chamomile. You're gonna get some spiciness from the cinnamon and the clove, as well as some white floral orange blossom that will give it a touch of clean laundry sheet. You're going to get some sweetness from the resinous amber and the vanilla, as well as a smoky hay pipe tobacco. When you're in the mid, you're going to get that white floral orange blossom. Again, it has a little touch of laundry sheet cleanliness. You're going to get some sweetness from the resinous amber and the vanilla, as well as some resinous benzoin amplifying the vanilla touches. You're going to get that smoky hay pipe tobacco, as well as a herbal Davana and hay. You're also going to get some spiciness from the cinnamon and the clove, and now you're going to have to add some gemmy rose on top of that, as well as some leftover sweetness from that floral chamomile. When you're in the base, you're going to get this sweet, syrupy, and also creamy vanilla tonka bean mixed with some creamy sandalwood. You're going to get that resinous sweet amber and resinous benzoin, again amplifying more of that vanilla elements. You're going to get that smoky pipe tobacco, as well as some green, light, earthy tones. So there's a lot going on in this fragrance, guys. And the fragrance here, the best way to classify it would be it's a vanilla gourmand with spicy, creamy, woody green tones. Now a fantasy note that's used in this one is the note of beer ale, and here in this fragrance you'll notice it a bit in the mid, but you're gonna have to think of it in your mind as you're smelling it in the mid to realize that it's there, because the way it's actually created, I find it's like a mix of notes, that orange blossom with these ambery resinous notes and vanilla. Just the way that there's several unique ingredients combined together in synthetic notes is going to create that note, but it's not dominating, it's not super obvious, and like I said, you're gonna have to have that idea in your mind when you smell it in the mid to detect it, or else it's gonna go right past you and you're gonna miss it. Let's jump into the performance for Harvest Mouse. So we're talking over an arm's length projection at a moderately high noticeable cloud surrounding you, pushing towards others for the first hour. And then from there, you would get another 2 hours of moderate level noticeable states. And then it would slowly get closer to your skin. It was a skin scent at 7 hours, and I was able to detect this off of my skin up to 20 plus hours. And mind you, from 7 to that 20 plus hours, it's going to be a skin scent and eventually a deep skin scent. But I remember washing this one, and the next day, 36 hours in, still able to smell it on my skin. So this one sticks and glues on you, and it lasted very long and probably longer, but I was impressed that it was still on my skin after even taking a shower. So the CR scent whip trail, again for this one, is a moderately high cloud surrounding you as you're walking around for the first 2 hours. After then, it was at a moderate level, still noticeable for another 3 hours. So 5 hours of some pretty solid sillage, and then from there, it got lowered, and I remember still getting whiffs of this one up to 12 hours. So for me, the sillage was excellent. The performance on this one was excellent. If you overspray, underspray, or spray on your clothes, you might get a bit more or a bit less performance. But overall, this is just this really nice, steady paced, constant performing fragrance. During my testings and wearings, I did get some solid compliments while wearing this one, especially from the vanilla lovers. So let's already get out of the way the people that don't like vanilla. You're gonna have to avoid this fragrance, because if you don't like vanilla, forget it. This is too strong in the vanilla department. And the people that didn't like vanilla gave this 5 out of 10 and lower. But luckily I didn't get too many of those in my surroundings where I'm from. But I got more positive feedback with this one, and I got 8 all the way up to a 9.5 out of 10 ratings. And the girl who gave it 9.5 out of 10 told me that it's sexy, that she would want her men to wear it or wear it herself, that she would enjoy it in intimate encounters, on dates, close encounters, and all these kinds of moments where she would want to get closer to her partner. This one also, if you like something like Victor and Rolf Spice Bomb Extreme, where you're liking that vanilla and the spiciness in that fragrance, I think you're going to enjoy this one as well. And you're going to be able to wear it in the same occasions in the fall and the winter time. You're going to be able to wear it also at night. You're going to be able to maybe as well wear it as a signature scent in these types of seasons as well. So there's quite a bit of versatility, surprisingly, from this scent. Now, other fragrances on the market this one resembles. So you're going to have to start off by thinking of something like Chergui by Serge Lutens. So the way that there's vanilla sweetness in there, pipe tobacco, hay. So there's some fragrance notes that they share, and they will remind you one of the other due to that. You're gonna have to think of something like Parfums de Marly Herod, but here you will have to strip that cherry away and add some honeyness, that sweet honey tone, and some elements of fragrance notes that are done in this one will remind you of Harvest Mouse. But the one that I found is the closest to my nose was from Guerlain in the L'Art et la Matière collection, and it's called Spiritueuse Double Vanille. Now this one is an older bottle presentation from the L'Art et la Matière line, so now the bottle is different. But anyways, this one, guys, Spiritueuse Double Vanille, it's gonna give you a pretty good idea. All these fragrances maybe combined together will give you an idea of Harvest Mouse. Now hopefully this review gave you information to help you understand this fragrance better. See you in the next one. Peace and lights out.